So, I just got off of Frozen, where usually my hopes and dreams go to die because that queue always takes forever, and you get stuck in the room with, I don't remember his name, but the guy that says, woohoo, big summer blowout. And you always get stuck in that room, and you sit there for like 30 minutes listening to the same lines of dialogue, and it always drives me nuts. But I actually got through it pretty quickly today. I've already hit Guardians Test Track, which has a single rider line. I didn't know that, or I probably wouldn't have gone there right away. Then I went to... Did I come right here? Yeah, so I guess I went to Norway after that. And then after that, I thought I was... so I ordered Karamel Kuche, which I thought was in Norway, but just goes to show how long it's been since I've been to Epcot. And it's actually in Germany. So I had to hightail it all the way to Germany, which isn't that far. There was only, between Norway and Germany, there was only China there. So I'll come back for some probably crab rangoons later. But I got, I think, my favorite cookie in these parks, which is a caramel cookie apple oat caramel cookie. That's what it's called. And it's made by the Werther's folks that make caramels, the little Werther's original caramel. So Karamel Kuche is, I think, hosted by them. I'm not sure if they're a German company. It would make sense if that's the case, if they're in Germany. But this cookie is always my favorite cookie. So here it is. It is a oatmeal cookie, which I love oatmeal cookies without raisins. Freezy. But yes, I don't like raisins in my cookie. So it is an oatmeal cookie with apple and caramel. So basically a caramel apple cookie. So as I'm like pulling it apart, you could just see, don't fly away. You could just see it. Okay. You could basically just see it pulling apart here, and it looks so good. So I haven't had this in a while. I remember getting this and just absolutely loving it, and I don't know if I got it when I was drinking around the world and it was just a godsend at that point in time, or if it was really that good. I just remember really liking it. So it has that soft kind of center, like the Gideons I was talking about, and you can see chunks of apple literally in here. Man, that's freaking good. So it does have nuts as well. I remember loving this cookie. Again, I wasn't sure if it was because I was drinking around the world and I loved it, or just because it was that good. It is that good. It's got that delicious caramel from like a Werther's, coated on top of a soft, flavorful cookie. The apple really jumps out because it's chunks of apple. It's not like ground up or artificial. There's actual pieces of apple in here. And the nut gives just a little bit of crunch there that just makes the softness of the cookie, contradicts the softness of the cookie, and just jumps out. It's also very buttery. Like, they have straight up butter bars there that I almost got because I heard very good things as well. But when I saw they had this cookie, I had to try it again to see if I really remembered liking it as much as it actually is. It is delicious. I usually don't see this on a lot of top lists of like most popular snacks in Epcot, but that whole cookie, I mean, it's not a half-pound cookie the size of like Gideon's, but you know, probably about the size of my palm. It's like $5. But it's super rich. I will probably end up kicking myself for this later, that I'm going to eat this whole cookie. Because I'm in Epcot, where if you don't plan to eat all day, what are you doing in Epcot? So, I probably shouldn't eat this whole thing. Because I have some mobile orders planned, and I think I'm going to run to France and try and go in Remy's while it's still kind of low.
Where to?
Even though I don't really like Remy's, I'm going to give it a fair shot. Because if I'm still hungry when I get out of there, they have the crepes right there, and they're so good. Also, it's been a little bit, but if I recall correctly, France is right next to Canada, and Canada has a Joffrey's there. So if I end up wanting a second Joffrey's, that will be the place to be. So, I don't see this one on a lot of top lists, but it's so good. It's really soft. The walnuts are delicious.
For your service, and happy birthday.
Thank you, ma'am.
The crunchiness of the walnuts just go perfectly well with the chewiness of the caramel. It basically makes it so like you're eating a buttery smooth caramel, apple, crunchy nut cookie. I can strongly say I do still love this cookie, and I'm glad I got it because we are continuing that trend of just having a very good morning with all these things combined. I haven't had anything that put me down yet. I mean, even the frozen queue, I got on in like 30 minutes. I think it was posted for like 55, and I think I got on in like 30 minutes. Which, again, unheard of, especially right now at Christmas time. I think it will get busy later in the day, because I think people normally come to Epcot later in the day and drink and eat and things like that. But right now, it's pretty scarce. I've been able to find a lot of spots to sit down and record that's mostly quiet. The apple's just so good in it. It's chunks of apple, and it's just delicious. So, I'm going to finish eating this. I'm actually almost done. I've been chowing down and talking. And then I'm going to run on over to France, see what Remy's is, and probably wait in Remy's. Although it's not my favorite ride, I'll give it the fair shot again to see if it's going to be worth waiting in the future. But until then, cookie's so good. Caramel's getting stuck in my mouth. Until next time.